Last weekend, I attended the 1 billion follower summit and I got a 1 hour personal branding lesson from Mr. Beast. It genuinely blew my mind and it changed the way I'm going to create content forever. Mr. Beast is one of the biggest content creators there is out there, and he's grown his personal brand to hundreds of millions of followers. And I'm going to break down the core principles that he taught us that got him there. But first of all, I just want to dive into the summit in general, one of the biggest things I learned. So the first thing that Mr. Beast taught me was the impact first content filter. Stop creating content just to get views and grow your following, and start creating content to actually make an impact and make a change. For every single piece of content you create, ask yourself, if someone watches this piece of content, what will they do differently after? Example, one of my clients working as a high rocks coach, and in his content he teaches people how to do the exercises differently to save time in the high rocks races. So after watching one of his videos, his audience will not do a sled push the same way ever again. You want every single post to cause your audience to either think differently or do something differently. That is an impactful piece of content. Legacy over likes was a quote that really stuck with me. Like, what do you want to be known for? What impact do you want to have on the world? And would you rather 1 million followers or 1,000 fans? And here's the difference. You could have 1 million followers and they might be not engaged. They might not know your personal story. They might not know anything about your life. And then when you go to sell something, absolute crickets. They're not engaged. They're not going to buy it. Someone could grow to 1 million followers by literally just rinsing funny content, trends, dances, all of this stuff. But then their audience actually doesn't know anything about their life and there's no connection built. Whereas if you have 5,000 followers, but 1,000 out of those 5,000 are your die-hard fans, and when you launch a product or you launch coaching or you launch something, they're ready to buy from you. That is far better. If you launch a product and 1,000 people buy it for €100, that's 100 grand straight away. Whereas there is people with millions of followers out there who launch a product and there's actual crickets, like nobody buys because their following is not engaged. So by creating content through the lens of what will this video make someone do differently, or how will it make someone think differently, you're actually really going to be making an impact on your audience and cause them to become fans as opposed to just followers. The next thing is called the 90-day narrative arc. So I want you to write this sentence. In 90 days, my audience is going to know me as the person who blank. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be the go-to person to help solve X problem? My own personal examples is I want to be known as the business coach who helps coaches scale to 10K months plus. I want to be known as the person who tells the truth about what it really takes to grow a business. And I want to be the most strategic voice in my niche. And there's 3 categories you need to break this down into. Who are you and why should someone listen to you? Then you create trust content, showing proof, showing testimonials, showing your journey, showing your credibility. And then authority content where you're showing your results and you're showing your framework. My expertise is helping people build this out in detail based on your niche. So if you want to book a free strategy call with me, just click the link below. The third one, and I absolutely love this, is to stop sounding like everyone else. Eliminate generic content. So the action point here is to take your last 10 posts and highlight any concept that could have been said by another coach. There's so many people out there posting on social media, building a personal brand. What makes you unique is your perspective, your beliefs, your point of view. So if you're saying things that just sound like every other coach out there, how are you going to stand out amongst that crowd of coaches? So to help you stand out and to help you know what you stand for, answer these 3 questions. What do I believe that most coaches don't say? What do my clients always thank me for that's not that common? And what am I willing to say that feels risky but is the truth? Turn your answers to each of those 3 questions into reels. Like, that is what's going to build you a true following of people who genuinely back your perspective and back your beliefs. And it's also going to repel the wrong people, which is equally as important. But if you want to create a community and not just people who are following along and who are never going to buy anything from you, you need to be willing to stand and to speak about what you don't stand for as well as what you do stand for. And you need to be willing to be a little bit controversial and to put your beliefs and perspectives out into the world. That is what makes you different to everyone else. Your unique selling point is yourself. It's your personality and it's your beliefs and it's your own personal opinions. So leaning into that will magnetize the right people to you, and it will make the wrong people not want to work with you and probably unfollow you, which is great because that's exactly what we want. The law of polarity states the more you're loved, the more you're hated. And if you're not willing to be hated, you'll never be loved online. So you have to be willing to take criticism if you really want to grow a large, loyal following. Every single time I am not getting hate comments, it just means my account has stagnated. It stopped growing. And I hate that. I don't want it to stop growing. So I actually love getting hate comments. Give me hate, because it means my account's growing. So stop looking at hate as a bad thing. Everyone's going to have their opinions no matter what you do. You cannot please everyone. So stop trying to. You're just going to blend in with every single other person out there unless you're willing to stand on your own 2 feet and speak up for what you believe in. And the 4th principle is called the give to grow flywheel. Turn generosity into audience growth. Once per week, do one of these things. Either give out a free resource, give out a free clarity call, give out a free audit on something for one of your clients, or give just something for free to your audience. The more you give out for free, the more that's going to come back to you. I promise you, it will always, always, always come back. And people can see you're good at what you do. They can get a taste for what you do as well. And you're just giving back to people who maybe can't afford to invest high ticket just yet. So once a week, make it your absolute mission to give back to your audience in some way, shape or form. Could be a live video, could be a masterclass, could be a free resource, it could be a free lesson, could be a free call with somebody, it could be a free session with somebody, whatever it may be, give one thing back to your audience every single week. And the last thing I want to leave you with is purpose beats burnout. Burnout isn't caused by working too hard. It's caused by working too hard and too long without clarity on what your why is. You can survive long hours and hard work, but you cannot survive feeling trapped or disconnected or meaningless in it. The real root of burnout stems from what I am currently doing no longer feels worth the cost I am paying. And when people lose sight of what they are building, who they are serving, and why it matters, even the smallest of tasks can feel so draining. And every single 7 to 8 figure entrepreneur at that event had this in common. They got to where they were because they are so clear on who they serve, why it matters to them, and what legacy they are building. So I want you to ask yourself right now, no matter what you're doing, why are you actually doing it? I want you to get so clear on why are you actually doing the thing you're doing. I want you to ask yourself, who is it I'm serving and who is it I'm making an impact on? And lastly, what are you building that is more meaningful than today's discomfort? And when you're clear on all those things, work becomes so light and so easy and so fun. And that is the state I'm in right now. I love my job. I work long hours and it doesn't feel like hard work whatsoever because I'm so clear on all 3 of those pillars I just gave you. I really hope you enjoyed this short video breaking down every single thing I learned from my 1 hour at Mr. Beast last weekend. If you did, please like, subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another one.